Hello, my name is Keith Bailey. I'm here to do a quick recap on NFL Week 7. So, let's get this on our way. But first, to say, I have a moment of silence for the death of the owner of my organization, Bud Adams, has passed away. Moment of silence over. Okay, I had to get that out of the way. We lost our coach and our owner. It happens. He was old. Seahawks at Cardinals. Seahawks win in. They should have won this game. Carson Palmer played as expected, and the Seahawks got the win in Arizona. Good for them. Next, Bucks at Falcons. Falcons were able to finally get something going after their bye week against the hapless Buccaneers, who look just awful right now. And the Falcons they're 2-4, so you never know what can happen. Bucks dropped to 0-6. Rams at Panthers. Sam Bradford is out for the season. I always hate an injury, especially like that, because I know how it feels. Jake Locker was injured for Tennessee for a while, 2 weeks, but you know what? As a fan, we play St. Louis after our bye week next week. I'm not complaining if we get a backup quarterback. That's just the standpoint of the fan, the competitive side, but on a personal side, it really sucks. And my condolences to Rams fans, and hope the Rams are going to be able to rebound because they had a pretty decent season going. So, we'll see what happens. Panthers able to get the win, 30-15. Carolina's offense has been rolling. It does help though that they played a very easy schedule up to this point. But they're still 3-3, and they have to be content for that. Next, Chargers at not that game. Bengals at Lions. I'm retired. This was a very close game, as expected, against two teams very evenly matched. It was only fitting that the game was decided on a field goal attempt. The Bengals went into Detroit and got the victory. They are 5-2. Good for the Bengals. Lions dropped to 4-3. Cincinnati, no one's talking about them. I think they're a very dangerous team, and they have the AFC North lead by 2 games. So, Bengals are looking good. Next, San Diego at Jacksonville. Chargers went in and thumped a Jaguars team that still has yet to score a touchdown at home, which is very sad. Philip Rivers completed his first 15 passes in this game. He was 2 shy of the NFL record, or 3 shy, either or. So, good win by San Diego. Chargers are 4-3. And yeah, Jacksonville just as bad. Buffalo at Miami. I did not see this one coming. Coming off a bye, you would think Miami at home would play a lot better than they have, but Buffalo's been competitive all year. Very good win by the Bills. Bills are 3-4. Dolphins have dropped their 3rd straight game in the final second. And 2 of those games were in the final seconds, not 3. But still, good win by Buffalo. Maybe they are a little bit better than I thought, but we'll let the season play out. We'll see what happens. Next, Patriots at Jets. I did not see this one coming. I have to start giving the Jets a little bit of respect because they've beaten now the Patriots and the Falcons. Those 2 wins, you have to account for them. And it makes me feel even better that Tennessee beat a team like that. But you know what? I'm glad we didn't get the Jets on a good week. That's all I have to say. Next, Cowboys at Eagles. This was shockingly a low-scoring affair. I thought it was going to be a very high-scoring game with 2 very high-powered offenses, but that was not the case. And the Cowboys, went into Philadelphia and thumped that amazing Eagles offense. 3 points. It's ridiculous. The Eagles they're something else. Dallas is going to win that division unless Washington gets their head out of their butts. which it looked like they may have, scoring 45 points against the Bears defense that sucked on my fantasy team. 45-41 was the final of that shootout. And I have to give props to McCown. Came in and he played very well when Jay Cutler went down with an injury. So Jay Cutler's out for 4 weeks from sources, and the Redskins get a win 45-41 in a shootout. Good win by the Redskins. They're only 2 games out of the NFC East chase, and Chicago, like I said, I'll say it again, don't think they're as good as their record showed. And they were 3-0, and now they're 4-3. Look at that. Next, San Francisco at Tennessee. We were down 24-0, and I was thoroughly disappointed. Penalties and third down defense really killed us in this game, as well as Darius Raynaud, who the team cut, thank God, this morning. We came back, made it a little competitive. Final score was 31-17. Jake Locker, coming back from an injury, played a very good game for the most part, despite 1 interception, threw for over 300 yards and had 2 touchdown passes. So, you know what? There's this website. Y'all should check it out. It's called playoffstatus.com. It's a very awesome site. Actually, is very statistical in their approach, and it says that Tennessee has played the toughest schedule so far out of any other team in the NFL, with the opponent's win percentage coming out at 63%, which is the best out of any team in the league. Our last 5 opponents are the Chargers, Jets, Chiefs, Seahawks, and 49ers. However, the tail end of our schedule is the 29th hardest, so it's very easy. We have games against the Jags twice, the Bradfordless Rams, the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Texans. Well, we'll see what can happen, but enough about my team. I have to give props to San Francisco. I can't just finish a game without giving the opposing team props for coming in and thumping us at home. Good for the 49ers. Respect that team. And they just beat us in all phases of the game. Browns at Packers. Cleveland made it interesting for a little bit until Green Bay finally opened things up in the 4th quarter. Packers won 31-13. They're considering benching Brandon Weeden, and they should. They need to let their backup, Jason Campbell, in, and they need to let him start that team because Brandon Weeden looks awful. Next, Houston at Kansas City. Congratulations, Kansas City. You are the last unbeaten team in the NFL. Houston, with a backup quarterback, actually gave them a run for their money. I had to give credit to Houston for giving it a fight and giving it all they had. Kansas City is a very solid football team right now. So, good win by the Chiefs. They're the last unbeaten team. Ravens at Steelers. I called this. I picked the Steelers to win this game. The final score was 19-16 on a game-winning field goal. It's a very, very good win by the Steelers, and they could be back in it. They're 2-4 right now. Ravens have lost 2 straight, and the Ravens are 3-4. So a lot of teams in the AFC are starting to lose after what looked like a very solid start to the year for the AFC. Next game, Broncos at Colts. I am very disappointed in the Broncos. Turning the ball over like that, in a crucial moment like that. I mean, Peyton Manning can't do it all on his own, and I think teams are starting to figure out that Denver really is beatable. Dallas should have done it a couple weeks ago, and I think the Colts just finished what Dallas started. You can beat the Broncos. You can beat the Broncos by throwing the ball. They don't have a good pass defense whatsoever, and it is going to be a shootout if you want to compete with them and you want to beat them. And you're not going to hold Peyton Manning to under 20 points. I guarantee you that. The Broncos are going to score more than 20 points in every single one of their games this year, no matter who they play. And the Colts were able to take advantage of it. And I'm more pissed off the Colts won than the Titans lost, because I expected to lose. Didn't expect the Colts to win. That puts us 2 games back, but we'll see what happens. Still early in the year. But at the same time, I have to give credit to Indianapolis. You know, I gotta give credit due to where it should be due. We took down an undefeated Broncos team, and that's They not only took down the Broncos, they took down the Seahawks and the Niners. So they're a tough team. It's going to be tough, but Indianapolis is on the cusp of being elite right now. I don't have them elite quite yet. Two questionable losses to Miami and San Diego. But for the most part, they can compete with the best in the showtime. And then the Monday Nighter, Vikings at Giants, probably one of the most unattractive games I've ever seen in my life. This game is like, I know it's football, but I think I almost wasted 3 hours of my life watching that I don't have, that I want back. No, I'm kidding. Football's football. But that was a good win by the Giants. They get off the schneid. Minnesota is terrible. Josh Freeman, they threw him in there really fast, very quickly. And I don't think that was fair to him, but he still should have played better than 20 of 52 for 190 yards and an interception. So, good win by the Giants. So that's the recap of the 2013 Week 7 NFL season. I'll be back with my picks tomorrow and my power rankings when I get a chance. Bud Adams, I'm going to miss you. Quite a character, flipping people off and whatnot. I had to throw that in there. That was, interesting. Anyways, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good week. Peace.